drag, and this, I'm holding it upside down. Great. So the shade Sickening is amazing, like it's actually sickening. I'm such an idiot.
Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sayla. If you haven't yet been on my channel, please don't forget to go hit the subscribe button down below. It would really mean the world to me. And also give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. It feels like I haven't sat down in front of a camera in like forever. That actually has been quite long. I think it's been like three weeks or 2 weeks, but anyways, I have been busy. I've been writing exams and it's just been draining. Like, you guys, it's been so horrible, but I'm almost done. I've got 2 more exams on Friday. It's Wednesday right now, just by the way, so this video will probably only be up on Saturday, but I'm just letting you know that I'll be done with exams when you're watching this video. I'm basically going to be giving you a review and a try out and a first impressions on the Lunar Beauty Life's a Drag eyeshadow palette that Manny MUA created, and let's just jump straight into this tutorial. So it is very windy today, so please just excuse the wind sound if you can hear it on camera. So I went and did my brows off camera. I used the Maybelline Brow Precise, and it's the micro pencil, and I used the shade Soft Brown. Then I also went and carved out my brows with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 10 for the most important part of this video. The palettes I'm going to be using, the Life's a Drag palette from Lunar Beauty, and this is Manny MUA's makeup line. I haven't used this yet at all. Like, I got it for my birthday in July and I have not even touched it because I've just been like, not busy, but I just haven't like really had time to sit down and play with makeup. So we are trying this out for the first time today and I'm super excited. I've obviously swatched this palette, but I haven't actually put it onto my eyes, so we're gonna experience this together. So this is obviously the cardboard thingy that it comes in, and then this is what the palette looks like. It's got like this holographic film over the top, which is pretty cool, and then obviously those are Manny's eyes in drag because Life's a Drag. And this is what the palette looks like. Wow, I'm so in love with it. Like, it's so weird. Like, you've got your natural colors over here, then you've got 2 shimmers, and then like colorful shades. So I think today, I don't know why, but this yellow shade is just calling me, so we are definitely going to be using yellow today. Just coming up closer so you can see what I do with my eyes. I'm going to grab the light brown shade over there. It's more like an orangey undertone. It's called Sickening. I'm just going to buff this color into my crease. Okay, straight away there's so much pigment, like I'm shook. Like, I thought this was going to be really light, but let's see what it looks like on the eyes. So hello pigments, like, how are you doing? It's nice to meet you. I'm just going to start the base for this yellow eyeshadow look. I feel like yellow is so in at the moment because like it's spring, although it does not look like spring outside. There's a black cloud coming right over me, but I mean it is spring, so. What I love most is these shades are so buildable. Like, I'm not sure if you can see, like it went on really light and now I've just kind of built it up to be a little bit more pigmented. This is the lightest shade in the palette and it's like giving off so much pigment. Like, I'm obsessed. You guys, it's so cold today. The next shade I'm gonna take is this dark brown one right over here, and it's called Mug, and I'm just gonna put this on the outside of my guys, I'm so obsessed. The only thing that I kind of like have an issue with is that like they come out on your eye a lot more warm toned than what you expect, which personally I don't mind because I'm a more warm toned person. I forgot to mention that this palette comes with a brush. It does come with a brush. I just totally forgot to mention. And it does say Lunar Beauty on it over there, and it's dual-sided. So now I'm just going to go in and cut my crease, and I'm going to be using my LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I use the shade Natural. And now I'm just going to take a flat concealer brush, and I've got my concealer down here on a silly sponge. And basically how I cut my creases, I hold a mirror and I just look down into it. And obviously I'm not going to be able to talk now because I'm not even going to be able to breathe because I hold my breath when I cut my crease. I'm going to cut my crease on camera and you'll kind of just see how I do it. So I just dip into my concealer and then I'm looking down into this mirror over here. And then basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to apply this along the lash line. And now I'm going to look up. And then it's going to print like a perfect crease over there. And then I'm just going to draw this in. I've just cut both of my creases, as you can see. Now, for the exciting part, we are grabbing this yellow shade over here. And I'm just going to pack it onto my lid. Like, I'm going to take this concealer side of this brush and also just the fluffy side. And I'm just going to pack it on slowly. Guys, this shadow is so pigmented. Like, if a yellow shade is pigmented, then you must know it's a good palette. Okay, so now that the yellow is all packed onto my cut crease, I'm just gonna grab, I think I'm just gonna mix the shade Mug and Hunty. I'm gonna first grab Hunty, and I think I'm just gonna build this up just to end off this look. One thing I like to always do is when I cut my crease, I make sure I take it further than what obviously it's going to look like in the end, because obviously you want to still have yellow blending into the shade you're going to put on the outside of your eye. So also, and when you do the blending on the outside, you kind of just take it at an angle so that the yellow still kind of stays further on the top and then less on the bottom. Yo, you guys, I'm so hungry. And I'm just gonna go and apply my lashes off camera. I will show you which lashes I'm using because I know people like to know what lashes people use, especially that are good, and I feel like these are gonna look good. Okay, so now that my eyelashes are applied, I use the Eyelash Boutique Classic 7s. I recently got these from Eyelash Boutique and yeah, they are absolutely amazing. The primer I'm going to be using today it's the Maybelline Master Prime Hydrating Primer. I'm absolutely in love with this because I've got such dry skin, so this just literally gives me so much hydration underneath my makeup. So I'm just going to put this all over my hands and rub it all over my face because I've got such dry skin, you guys. Also, just ignore my skin, like it's going through a tough time. And I'm going to be using a new foundation today. Obviously I've already used it before this, but I mean it's new to my channel now. It's the Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Full Coverage Foundation, and I use the shade 34 Soft Bronze. And I also use that hydrating primer because this is more of a full coverage matte finish, and obviously matte stuff dries up my skin a little bit. So if I just add lots of moisture underneath, it kind of just balances out and then it just looks really good. And I'm just going to pump 2 pumps on the back of my hand, and then I'm just going to dot it all over my face. Okay, so then I'm just going to buff this into my skin. The amount of coverage that this foundation has is actually insane. And for concealer today, I'm going to be using the Fit Me Concealer by Maybelline. I'm actually going to take a beauty sponge for this part. To set my face today, I'm going to be using the Yardley Absolute Translucent Powder. Oh, I'm so over these dogs. Marbury. We shall wait for you guys to shut up before we carry on filming. I'm going to be using the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzer, and this is the shade for darker skin. And I actually haven't used this in the longest time. Like, I'll be honest, like I've been hooked on expensive bronzers, but this was my holy grail bronzer when I was using like cheaper makeup. It still smells so good though, like coconut. It's still such a good bronzer though, like I have to admit. So if you're looking for a really cheap high-end bronzer that also lasts forever, this is like only, I think it's like 89 rand. I'll double check and I'll put it in the, I'll link it down below. And it's a really good bronzer, and it's also matte, so it's a good one. I'm going to quickly just do my lower lash line. The two colors I'm going to use for my lower lash line is going to be Sickening, and I'm going to use Mug. I'm also just going to add some mascara on my lower lash line. For highlighter today, we are going to be using the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter in the shade Molten Rose Gold. I love the color of this highlighter. It's got like this, like, obviously a rose gold undertone, and it just looks so stunning, especially in the sunlight. And it also just applies so easily and so effortlessly. The last thing we have to do is just spray some setting spray and put on some lip. So I'm using the NYX Lip Lingerie in the shade Honeymoon. My favorite lip lingerie shade is definitely Corset, but I'm actually out of it at the moment, so I actually need to go restock before my matric farewell next week Thursday, because it's my favorite lip color and I can't not wear that to my matric farewell. I can't believe I'm almost done with school, you guys. Like, this is insane. It feels like just yesterday that I started high school, and now it's like the end. And I actually, guys, I'm so excited to leave school. Like, I hate school. I just hate school so much. Like, I dread it. I dread it so much. Like, anyone who knows me knows I hate school. So now the last thing is just some setting spray, and I'm going to be using the MAC Fix Plus in Gold Light. Guys, the other day I was such an idiot. Like, I wanted to use this and I totally, like, I was busy doing my makeup, and obviously I shook it before I started my makeup, but then I forgot to shake it again. And then when I sprayed it on my face, it literally just came out like gold. It was so bad. Don't forget to shake your Fix Plus if you have it. See, it just did it because I just sprayed it by mistake. It kind of still it gives you those little gold flakes on your face. Actually, wait, look here. Let's just put this close up so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Can you see how there are little gold things all over my face and on my eyebrow? I really love MAC Fix Plus, and I have tried the pink one as well. I've got the pink one in my drawer, and the pink one works a lot better than the gold one. I'm not sure what it is, but the gold one leaves these things all over my face, even if I shake it like crazy. But the gold one just puts these just like pigment stuff all over my face, and it doesn't look good. But the pink one doesn't do it. The pink one just gives me a glow. So I don't know what that is or what's happening, or if it's maybe just mine that's not working properly. I'm also just going to add some Smashbox setting spray. It's the Serene Green, so it kind of smells like cucumber. Just to hydrate the skin. Okay, so I know I look freaking crazy right now with my hair like this, but I tried a new technique that I saw on one of those Instagram accounts that just post like all of those like hair videos, makeup videos, and then just those videos that are like look really satisfying. So this is one of the hair techniques that I saw on there, where you basically tie your hair onto the top of your head like this, and then you take whatever curler you have, but I've got one of these ones that like suck your hair in like that, like it sucks it in there and it curls it for you, which is pretty cool because like lazy. But yeah, so you tie it like this, you curl the ponytail, and then apparently when you take it down, your hair will just look so perfectly curled. Oh my word. So perfectly curled, which I'm kind of seeing, and it will just look, oh my word. I'm shook. This works so well. It looked so crazy on the top of my head, but when you take it down, oh my gosh. I'll give it to them. I'll do a hair tutorial on this hairstyle that is super easy, because like I'm not good at hair at all. Like I suck at doing hair. Like it's the one thing that I'm really bad at. Like I can't really do my own hair. It's on the, where's that palette? So I just want to give my last and final thoughts on the Lunar Beauty Life's a Drag palette. Honestly, it's really good. I'm actually obsessed. Like the pigment is good, there's not lots of fallouts, and you can create natural looks and also create colorful looks, which is awesome. Or you can just mix them all together, and then you do get 2 shimmery shades over here. I just didn't use them because that's not what type of look I went for today. And then also the only downfall that I have is just I prefer smaller palettes. Like this palette is really big. I'm actually gonna get another palette so you can actually like get a comparison. This is my Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam, and this is the Lunar Beauty. Like this is huge, guys. Like it's not something you'd actually go like traveling with, to be honest, because it's really big compared to a palette that's really easy to travel with, because I take these everywhere with me. Like I'll take my Modern Renaissance and I'll just go. And obviously the pans in this palette aren't as big as the pans in that palette, but you know, I do like this palette. Like it's just the size that's quite big for me. Like I wouldn't go, like if I had to travel somewhere, I wouldn't take this one with me. I'd rather take a smaller palette with me. But overall I love it. I really am happy with the quality, the pigment and everything like that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and thank you for staying all the way to the end. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and obviously don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like the video if you enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.